everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 and welcome to another edition of the Progressive Rock and Metal album review series. And today I'm going to be taking a look at a brand new 2023 release from one of my favourite bands of all time from the progressive rock genre, and certainly one of the best bands to ever come out of Canada. And I would go as far as to say that quite possibly the best band to ever burst onto the prog scene since Yes. That's a big statement I made. That's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. These guys are the real deal. Great musicianship, fantastic live sound, unbelievable players, top-notch material. You name it, this band has it all. They are the whole package. And this is a band that needs no introduction whatsoever. I am talking about, of course, the one and only Canadian progressive rock band, Mystery. And this is their newest recording for Unicorn Digital, Redemption. So, Redemption marks the first time in 5 years since 2018's Lies and Butterflies that Mystery have recorded a studio album to feature all new material. Now, we know that Mystery have released quite a few live albums, but they've gone quite a long time without any new material. So it's really nice to have a brand new Mystery album. And let me tell you something, the Mysterons are back, bigger, stronger, and better than ever. These guys don't mess around. And as I said, Mystery are the real deal. Now, Mystery have been around since the late 80s. They've had a number of different lineup changes, various members coming and going, special guest musicians, additional musicians, but for me, this current incarnation of Mystery could very well be the strongest lineup that the band have had to date, and they're still going very, very strong. So let's have a look. So the current lineup of Mystery is Jean Pageau on vocals, keyboards, and flute. Michel St Pere, who is the brains of Mystery, on electric and acoustic guitars and keyboards. François Fournier on bass, guitarist pedals, and keyboards. Sylvain Moineau on guitars and keyboards. Jean-Sébastien Goyette on drums, and Antoine Michaud on keyboards. Unbelievable bands, no weak links here whatsoever. This band, as I said, they are the real deal. So let's have a look, shall we? So there are the Mysterons themselves. So we're just going to have a look here. Look at that. That is gorgeous artwork here. One thing I really love about Mystery, one of many things, but one of the main things I love about Mystery the most is the album art cover. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And look at that, just like folds up into a nice little picture here. Really, really nice. And there's the tracks as well. So tracks we got here are Behind the Mirror, which is a real kick-ass opener. Quite possibly the best opener since Pride. It's really, really good track. Then we got the title track, Redemption. Absolutely, again, another kick-ass track. The Beauty and the Least, which is just really good, which is at 9 minutes. There's quite a few long tracks here, which Mystery are known for. So there's quite a few epics here. And we've got Every Note, another great track. Pearls and Fire, which is 12 minutes long. Love that track. Really, really good. My Inspiration, again, another long track, which is 8 minutes long. Absolutely fantastic track. Homecoming, another great track. And then the closer, which is, for me, the best track of the entire album. Is This How the Story Ends? Really packs a punch. Really good closer. It's kind of cool here with Mystery. Got a kick-ass opener with Behind the Mirror. And then we got an epic closer with Is This How the Story Ends? So I like the way Mystery, bookends and open their albums. So, I love the way they open their albums, but I love the way they close their albums just as much. It's really, really good the way they do things like that. So we've got the lyrics of all the songs, and we got some more lyrics here as well. Nice shots of the Mysterons, and we got some more lyrics here as well, and some more lyrics too. And some sleeve notes here and some credits as well. We get a nice picture of the album cover too. But it's a really good album. Jean Pageau, for me, I love Benoit David. He was a fantastic singer for Mystery, and he really helped put the band on the map. But Jean Pageau, he's so talented, so versatile. He has never sounded better than he does on this album. His vocals at times kind of reminds me of Ted Leonard and Geddy Lee, from Enchant and of course Rush, which is no surprise. But yeah, his vocals have never sounded better than they do on this album. He is absolutely on top musical form, and he delivers some of his best vocal performances on this album. He just sounds absolutely fantastic. The brains of the band, the man behind the mystery himself, Michel St Pere, unbelievable guitar player. The solos he generates, I really get chills listening to him. Really reminds me a lot of Alan Holdsworth and Alex Lifeson, again from Rush. Just the way he builds his solos up just gives me goosebumps. And, anytime I hear him play, it's just like, oh, that's really, really good. François Fournier, great bass player. Love the way he gets the sounds on his bass and his bass pedals. Really gives that deep, dirty, sound for the bass, for the music. It's just really, really good. Sylvain Moineau, again, great guitar player. Really matches up well with Michel St Pere, and at times it's hard to tell who's playing what because they both sound absolutely fantastic. Jean-Sébastien Goyette is a fantastic drummer, and he is all over this album. And Antoine Michaud, he is just a really good keyboard player. He is a fantastic keyboard player, and he provides so much lush atmospheric sounds for the music, and he really brings that orchestral, sound to the music for Mystery. And the keyboards is a big part of Mystery's music. It gives it almost that classic symphonic prog sound that we all know and love in that genre, certainly in that style of music anyway. And yeah, he's just all over this album, and his keyboards play a huge part on Mystery's album. And the same with Jean Pageau. He also plays keyboards, and he's a really good keyboard player, and he's a really good flute player as well. But there's no weak links here when it comes to Mystery. Everybody just sounds fantastic. So all of the music is written and composed by Michel St Pere, with the exception of one track written by Antoine Michaud and one track written by Jean Pageau, and we've also got some lyrics provided by Jean Pageau and also written by Marc Pageau. So Michel St Pere writes most of the music, and Jean Pageau gets, a little hand in the writing as well. But good stuff here. Really, really good album here. So the standout tracks for me, it's tough because they're all good, but I would definitely say the standout tracks for me are Behind the Mirror, without a doubt, The Beauty and the Least, and Is This How the Story Ends, which for me is like the best track of the entire album. and Pearls and Fire. But the whole album is just fantastic from start to finish. I think I would even go as far to say this is probably Mystery's strongest album to date. Not saying that the other Mystery albums were bad, they're all good and they're all different, but this is a band at the top of their game who can do no wrong, and they really come through with another top notch album. So there you have it. Mystery, Redemption. For me, one of the best prog albums of 2023. And we're only in July, so imagine what else is going to come out in the next few months. But this one is certainly right up there at the top as one of my favourite albums of 2023 thus far. So there you have it. Mystery, Redemption. Fantastic album. Love it. So that's going to be it from me. I am going to wrap this up now. What's your favourite track from Mystery, Redemption? Is it Behind the Mirror, Redemption, The Beauty and the Least, Every Note, Pearls and Fire, My Inspiration, Homecoming, or is this how the story ends? There's no right or wrong answer. We all have our favourite tracks. You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below. And I will see all of you next time for another edition of the Progressive Rock and Metal album review series. And make sure you don't miss a future edition of this series where I am going to be taking a look at Mystery's entire mysterious and epic catalogue. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. So until next time, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, much appreciated. Thanks for listening.